how I make money from YouTube, and you can too.
Well, hello and welcome to my latest video. Now, like a lot of top YouTubers, I make a fair living out of this particular platform, and I get a lot of questions on my socials, on my Instagram and my Facebook and my Snapchat and my TikTok and my Blue Sky and my X and my LinkedIn and all that kind of. I get a lot of questions where people say, Julian, you're one of the most successful YouTubers. We want to know how much money you make from YouTube because we want to do it too. Well, there's a couple of things that I'm going to share with you. I'm going to share with you the details of my income from YouTube. Now, it is secrets. I'd prefer it if you didn't tell everybody about it, including the tax man. But it is something that I think we should be open about this kind of thing, because we're on this channel. We're obviously, all of us are serious attention seekers. Somebody left a comment on one of my videos and said, you're an attention seeker. And it kind of struck me. Why else would you be on YouTube unless you were an attention seeker? I mean, what other reason is there for being on YouTube? Anyway, so I'd like to thank the person for making that comment, because that had never struck me before, I've got to be honest. So anyway, you want to know how much money I make from YouTube and how I make money from YouTube. And now there's a couple of ways. And one of the things that you have to do if you're thinking of starting a channel is you've got to post videos, okay? Now, you might think that's a kind of obvious thing to do. You know, you've got a YouTube channel, you've got to post videos. But I see quite a lot of people say on Strava, who follow me on Strava, and then I look at their profile. They've never done any rides. And then people follow me on Instagram, and I look at their profile, and they never posted any pictures. So you might think that if you're going to start a YouTube channel, you've got to post some videos. Step number one, or rule number one, you've got to post some videos, or what we call content. Now, I like to think of myself as a content creator, okay? I guess I'm kind of an influencer. Lots of people follow me. I'm thinking of starting a political party like Jeremy Corbyn and the other lady whose name escapes me. I'm thinking of starting a political party because I'm an influencer. People do things that I suggest. So I have to be very careful about what I suggest. So if you've got elderly grandparents, they're watching one of my videos and I make some kind of suggestion, they think, oh, I want to do that. Be a little bit careful, because I am an influencer. So you're thinking, well, when are you going to get to the point, Julian? Well, okay, then, I'll get there in the end. Don't be impatient. You've got to watch three videos through to the end, because there's advertising, okay? And what YouTube does, if you get a certain number of subscribers, I don't know how many it is, I think it's 1,000, but it may be less than that. And you have to have people watch your video. So you've got to post a video so people can watch it, and then you get subscribers, and then you can monetize, okay? That's another one of the words that us content creators, monetize means you make a little bit of dosh out of it, okay? You make a little bit of dosh. And what happens is that YouTube places these adverts in the video. So when you're watching a video and you get irritated by the adverts, the reason they're there is because the maker of the channel, in fact, mostly YouTube, gets money from it, and you get a little tiny little bit. And you know how the thing about making money, the secret to making money, is you want to get a little bit lots and lots of times, all right? So don't chase the big bucks. Chase the little pennies, or the little cents, if you like, or if you're in United States of Europe or whatever, you chase the, what is it called? The euro. It's a cent, isn't it? It is a cent, isn't it? Yeah. So chase the cent, chase the pennies, and let them build up. What is it? Take care of the pennies, and the pounds will take care of themselves. Or is it the other way around? I can't remember. Was that whatever Dickens said anyway? So you make a video, and you have some subscribers, you have some viewers, and then you have advertising on it, and you make a bit of money from the advertising. So you want to know how much money I've made over the years from YouTube. Okay, well, here's a little graphic for you. Now, that graphic tells you how much money I've made from YouTube over the years. And if you're thinking, well, I've rushed through that quite a bit, well, all you've got to do is press pause on your video, and you can see how much money I make. So I make quite a decent living I'm able to pay my rent, able to pay my kind of living costs, you know, run a nice car, nice foreign holidays, stuff like that. So I make money by the advertising. Now, the other way I make money is by what's called Amazon affiliates. Okay, now you'll buy rubbish from Amazon like we all do, and Amazon have this thing called Amazon affiliates. And what you can do is, if you've got a YouTube channel, I think it works from other things as well, but not quite sure, you list kind of products. I mean, it ought to be products that maybe you use or that you like or you've bought yourself, but I guess it doesn't have to be. And then you say to people, if you buy one of these products via this Amazon affiliate link on my channel, then I get a little bit of commission, okay? And that's how it works. So it doesn't cost you anything, but if you see something listed under one of my videos and you think, oh, I'll buy that from Amazon, doesn't cost you any extra, but I make a little bit of commission. So that's another way I make money. And here is what we call a graphic, okay? Or I don't know if you can see me there. Can you see me now? I'm kind of behind the graphic. So right now here you can see amounts. No, here is amounts along here. This, we call this the horizontal axis, and this is the vertical axis. And on the vertical axis, I'm not sure if I can see that. Right. So it starts at 2021, all right, and at the end of 2021, I made 18p. All right, 2022, I made about £3. 2023, I made about, I don't know, £6. 2024, I made about £10. And by 2025, I made £13.98. Now, these aren't, you don't add these up, okay? I made £13.98 plus £10 plus £6 plus £3 plus 0.8. That's the total I've made, £13.88. In 5 years through the Amazon affiliates program. So you'll agree that's not bad, okay? It funds my restaurant, it funds me for going out, funds me for buying clothes, stuff like that. Now, the third way you make money is you get sponsors. And that means, you know, when you see on a video, it says this video is sponsored by Squarespace, okay? Incidentally, this video is not sponsored by Squarespace, but if it was sponsored by Squarespace, then what I'd be saying is this video is sponsored by Squarespace, okay? But it isn't sponsored by, anyway, I'm getting confused now. But anyway, so companies or organizations or what we call brands, okay, they reach out to you, right? They reach out to you, that means they contact you. And they say, we want to sponsor one of your videos because you've got such a reach. Okay, that's another word we use in the YouTube fraternity. You've got a reach, you're an influencer. People do what you say. So I've had, I haven't had any brands reach out to me. I mean, I'm still waiting. But I have had a couple of companies, Chinese companies, nothing wrong with being Chinese companies. In fact, I've been very impressed. I had a company called Souke Sports, S-O-U-K-E, who said, we want to send you some gear and we want you to make a video about it. And I said, okay, fair enough. I can't guarantee to say anything nice about it. So they sent me some stuff. And actually, I really liked it, and I still use it, and I still wear it, so I make a video about it, but they haven't sent him. No, actually, no, that's not true. They did send me some more stuff after that, but they've stopped now. So if Souke Sports are still listening and want to send me more stuff that I could make a video about, then feel free. And that's another way I make an income. So if you add together these various income streams, right, we spoke about the YouTube advertising, we spoke about the Amazon affiliates, we spoke about the sponsorships. Those are the three main areas. Plus, I've got other stuff on my socials. I've got an Instagram feed. If you want to find me, I'm at JulianRH on Instagram. And I post pictures on there. And again, brands reach out to me. Remember, we use this nomenclature. Brands, they're companies. Reaching out means contact. So brands reach out to me and they say, we want you to make or take a photograph of one of our products because you've got such a big following. You've got 240 followers, whatever it is, and we reckon that 1%, maybe 2% of those people are going to buy that product. So if you mention our particular product, we're going to sell 2 of them, all right? Which is not bad when you think about it. It adds a little bit of extra dosh into my pocket. It pays for some foreign holidays, pays for sort of Ubers, pays for the occasional KFC that I like to get delivered, and train fares. Although I don't have to pay train fares in central London because I'm over a certain age, so I get a travel card and stuff like that. But all in all, over the 5 years that I've been doing YouTube, and I managed to give a fair amount of the money away to charity, to a food bank. There isn't really enough at the moment to give to a food bank. I mean, you know, they could buy maybe a bag of pasta or something like that. So I'm going to save it up, because my earnings, I've got to say, they've dropped a little bit. Now the reason they've dropped a little bit is I'm not getting the viewers. Right? I've still got the subscribers, but I'm not getting the viewers. Viewers are the important thing. Don't chase subscribers. Chase viewers. And I was saying to a friend of mine, perhaps I should change my style and do videos that people will like, as opposed to videos that people don't like and they just say horrible things about me. And they say, no, Julian, be true to yourself, all right? Be true to yourself is the whole of the law. Anyway, that's that video. That's about how I make money out of YouTube. I've made a fairly good living. Hopefully that will continue. And it's how you can too. So my advice to you is start a channel, start a YouTube channel, make some videos, post them up. And there you are. Get rich. Get rich. You know, I'm not rich yet, but I mean, I'm on the way. I'm on the way. So thanks for watching. See you next time.